Okay, let discuss just a little bit before the next round. Okay, about the importance for the breath, breathing. Okay, that breathing, is easy. You recognize the impact you have for the body. For example, if you hold the breath or you breathe fast, you become tired. All these things you can see clear. The interference, the breath with the physical. But I want your guys the next round start paying more attention to the breath. For use the breath, breathe to the mind. Okay, I want your guys start see the difference when you change the way the rhythm of your breathing. You change the way you think. Okay, so you can be opposite too. For example, if you feel like you have the chance for take the back or do the arm bar, you start recognize when you start breathing more fast. Because in your brain, your physical, you go for the hunting. So you need more blood, you need more oxygen, everything. So tell you to go there, go more fast. But this take out your logic process too. If you breathe too fast, okay, it's more easy to take a mistake. The reason is because if you go for that mechanism, you go for the animal aspect of you, So it becomes a lot automatic movement. If you are a beginner, for sure, your automatic movement, more than 8% is wrong. So this is why you start practice martial arts, because you want to learn new movement, more technical movement. So for you assess that technical movement, you need to be more conscious. It cannot be just automatic. The automatic can be like in the future. When you put all this technique in you and become natural, now become part of your nature. So you don't need thinking, you do the right movement. But before you have good jiu-jitsu, you have a lot of mistakes, it's better you don't use your animal instinct. Use your logic first. Because you want to take more information from that. Remember, this is a training. Okay, it's not the real fight yet. So you take that time to put more good information in your brain. So for this, you need to control your mechanism. Don't go for the animal part too much. No, don't go for the fight too much. You need to be more rational. So how you can control that rational part is through your breath. The way you breathing, you change your way you thinking. Okay, if you hold your breath, you start seeing you start thinking differently too. So all this stuff. If you're able to control your breath all the time and pay attention to your breathing, you start to see the key, the connection between the body and the mind. So you have access to your mind. Because remember, that class for us in the Saturday, especially for Saturday, is more learn how to your mind work. Because how to your body work, you already train technique, all these things. Of course, you need practice too. But that class, you want to learn how your mind works. So to have access to your mind, you need to see where is the door. A good door is the breath process. You need to pay attention to the breath process first, and after this, you have contact with your mind. And after you start being more familiar the way you're thinking. Because a lot of thought process happen in your mind, especially when you fight, is unconscious. What this means? The process is there, you're just not aware. We want to become aware for all that process. To become aware for that process, you need to have like the door. You need to open that door to go for your unconscious. Be conscious for that part. So what this means, you start automatically give all the time the arm for the guy. So you be aware of this, you start recognize that movement you do it, and you can change that mechanism in your brain. So you go there, new code in your software. So that software, change software, only you can do this. I can tell new line for you, but only you can put there. So for change that mechanism in your mind, what you do automatically is wrong, what is good. To see this, you need to have access to your unconscious. The way you do this is breath, breathing, and you start paying attention to your process. The more superficial way to recognize is emotion. Because emotion comes for a lot of thought process. You have a lot of thought, think, a lot of story in your mind. You create the emotion. If you don't have that process here, the emotion don't come out. Okay? So maybe you don't see the process here, but you can see the emotion first. So if you have emotion there, you have a lot of process you don't see. So you be more aware, pay attention to your emotion. Don't try to stop your emotion. See your emotion, feeling. And slowly start to see what you think in that moment. And then all that unconscious process becomes conscious for you. And now you can decide, that kind of thought is help me in my jiu-jitsu. If it help you, keep in that thought process, you keep believing that thing. And if you see, that thing doesn't work, doesn't mean anything, because the more important, I need to see the technique, so you start to stop that process. So you have less thought process here. This means your energy go for more awareness. You see what you do it. So you can learn faster, and you can take the opportunity there more faster, because you have less thought process. You have less energy spent to another thing. You don't think about your fears. You don't think about your X sign because you want to beat the guy. Not in this. You just think about the technique, the grip, the feeling. So you have that process. Now, so this is why you can use this in jiu-jitsu when you roll. Try move. Don't try control too much your movement. And the mean I say like, don't try force anything. See, do what you're able to do it, and see the result from that. Okay? You don't attach to the result too. See what happened, and you have that experience. So that way you learn when you're a baby. You pay attention to everything, listen everything, and you put like information to us. We are aware from this. So for jiu-jitsu, the same thing. You need to be aware for the body mechanic, but you need to be aware now for what's going on in your mind. So you can see clear that thing. And you start to see the difference too in your breath process. You breathe more fast. When you hold your breath, you need to be able to go hard, everything, but still calm inside. Here need to be calm. Remember you talked before in the last class, the three parts of us, the body, the mind, and the being. So the body and the mind can work it, but the being who watch everything need to be calm. If the being attach too much to the body, to the physical, so all your energy there, you cannot think clear. So this is why you need to separate. You need to be able to see that three things happen at the same time. Your observation, your thought process, your emotion, and what your body doing, how you feel. Okay? So you can train here. If you want to train in your home, you can do this thing. Okay? Like I told before, when you take a shower, when you do some work, you can pay attention to your breath, breathing. And slowly you have more contact with your thought process. You need to be more aware what's going on here. More than 9% you don't see what happened there. So this is automatic. So the decision you take outside, automatic, and after you don't like it, oh, why I did this? It's because you have the program there. It's not your choice, it's already there. So if you want to change this, it's not just, oh, I'll go change this. No, you need to see when this happened. When this happened, you put the new information there. You say, no, it's not me. Now this is information I get it before. I have it in my brain. It's a thought, but it's not me. The thought comes, but doesn't mean it's you. It's just information there. You're able to change that information. But for changing that information, you need to be aware for that thought when that emotion comes to you. So the same thing happened when you go to jiu-jitsu. You need to be aware everything happened. No problem if the guy beat you, do submission, all these things in you. If you are aware what happened, you take information from him. Okay, you learn from that. But if you think it's a fight, okay, you have experience for fight, of course. You become tough, but you lose a lot of opportunity to take a new information. So that process between the body and the connection with the mind, only you can have that access. And the key for that access, pay attention to your breath first, the way you breathe. So you can see like when you breathe calm, you can think more clear. The same thing, you have some conflict outside with your family, your wife. If you don't slow down, breathe slow, you cannot think clear. Maybe you take a mistake, maybe you say something you don't want to say. You need to be more strategic too, Sometimes you want to say, you think you need to say, but you think better, you say, no, it's better I don't say anything now. So the same thing when you do some technique, You need to be aware for that process. So now the next round, doesn't matter if you go slow or hard, I want your guys focus on your breathe. Okay, see when you hold, see when you breathe fast. And now you start to see what you're thinking when you're flowing, when you do this spine. What kind of type of thought happened? You need to see that pattern first. What kind of thought come in me when I flow, when I spine, when I fight? See this. See the model for this. And after you have access to change what you want to change. The software, you need to have the key for change your own software. If you don't do this, another person do this for you. Or the media, or the moves, or the society, or your father, doesn't matter, give to you. Of course, have a lot of good information there, but if you have the power to change what you want, you have power from your own life. The same thing in jiu-jitsu. So you have the ability to, I can see his technique, and take that information from me. Because I contact with him, I have connect with him. I don't need to think everything for his jiu-jitsu, but I can take some small movement, I like it, and I feel fit in my game, I can be able to do it. But for this, I need to understand him. I need to understand how he's thinking. For this, I need to have that connection. Now I need to be really relaxed, so I can really feel the way he's doing, the way he's thinking, and I get that information. So this is a lot of technique I learned. I don't have specific teacher to teach me. But I have that ability, I started learning that ability to connect with the people, just talk with that person, I can take his techniques from there, okay? And when I take, he still have this technique, you don't solve the technique, now you take the information. So you need to learn how to do this. But if you already have some idea from that person, for example, I don't like that guy, I don't like this, I cannot take information from him, because I already closed that door. And sometimes I really love that guy, I really like that guy, and take everything. I don't have filter to don't think things is not good for me. So this is why it's important, don't judge who you do it, who you sparring. When sparring there, doesn't matter who is there. You just exchange information. So you have that ability to take a lot of good things for everybody. Like again, like in the normal society. If you think that the guy, I don't like that guy, and you can't learn anything from him, so you lose your time having a relationship with that person. You need to learn. Everybody has good things and bad things. So you learn, think what is good for you. So that awareness, you have through that key for the breathe and see what's going on in your mind, how you're thinking. Doesn't matter if you're good or bad thought. See that process. Only after when you see this, you have to change. Only after when the baby start to look at his hand, learn how to catch, put everything in the mouth, start to learn how to use the bud. In the beginning, the baby don't know how to use the bud. You need to pay attention to the bud to learn. So if you want to have power for see what happened here and change your software, you need to start looking first. Pay attention, don't judge, just see what happened. Oh, I hate when the guy do this. Oh, I don't like this. Don't judge it. Not have good or bad, see the process. When you see the process, you're able to change. Okay? So let's see if you are guys able to how long you can pay attention to your brand. For sure, it's not possible to be all the time. You lost, sometimes you forgot, you do the technique, forgot. Remember yourself again and back to the breathing again. And try feel here, breathing here. Okay? When you breathe here, it's too short, so you have less oxygen in your brain, everything. Try breathe it here. Okay? So you learn if the guy put pressure here, you still breathe from here. And of course, if the guy pressure here, now you can breathe from here. Okay? But you need to learn how to use everything. Okay? So make sense? Make sense? So this kind of thought need make sense for you. For your guys, start check. Now, like I say, you need check. Let's see if it's possible or not. And when having question for about that kind, because I don't know how deep you already go in that direction. I cannot give more advice than this. I can just give more this if you have question for me, and maybe I can go there. Because I don't know, everybody has one level. How much you can see your thought process. How much you can see your emotion come out. How much you can see this process, that thought process control you. It's not you. How much you can see this. And depending this, new question comes from you. And maybe you can talk about this thing, Exchange that information is like the same thing we exchange technique information. You can exchange what's going on here, information too. You can start to see the pattern and you can help each other. Okay? Make sense? Okay, let's do one more round. More rounds.